today's edition of Tune In, we are speaking to Madhu Damodaran, Group Head Legal, Quess Corp. Thank you so much, Madhu, for being part of this conversation today.
Thank you. I'm privileged to be part of this conversation. Looking forward to this.
So, Quess Corp marked its foray into India's digital gig economy with the acquisition of Taskmo. So tell us a little more about the differences in approach to staff engagement that Quess Corp adopts and Taskmo adopts.
So Quess Corp, almost everyone is an employee. When it comes to Taskmo, it is a marketplace of tasks where Taskmo will be the real aggregator or the platform for the tasks that they can get from their clients, and the gigs who are registered with the Taskmo can pick those tasks and deliver and get paid for. It doesn't mean that in Quess we don't do gig at all. Probably in the high-end tech sector, where when clients say for a certain project for a short term, they are looking for a highly skilled professional, and it will be typically a service contract, and he will be providing that service through us to the client.
So would it be correct to say that the nature of engagement or the arrangement structure is largely driven by the kind of work that the workforce will be doing? Or can any work be made to fit under the gig umbrella?
It's a very good question. People think that any work can be kind of repackaged into a gig. I am a little skeptical of that approach. There is a certain set of work that needs to be done within the typical employer-employee arrangement. But the technology has given us this opportunity right now, wherein you can, gigify work. What I'm coming to is you need to have that work that can easily be converted into a list of tasks and performed without much of your supervision and control, be able to deliver, and therefore you get paid for it. The way the contracts are written vis-a-vis the company and the gig, vis-a-vis the employer and employee type work, and also how the process works on the ground in delivering this, that they have to be careful with.
So currently, the gig worker segment, task-based economy, on-demand economy, call it what you may, they are in a regulatory or a legal vacuum. Do you believe that a legislation detailing the rights and responsibilities of such workers and the obligations of the platform or the end users with respect to such workers would be in tune with the times?
Yes, the time for regulation is definitely come. Only thing we need to be careful about is that we shouldn't over-regulate, in the sense that we become too prescriptive. And also the other one is we shouldn't have too many variation in each of the states.
Now, moving on from what the government can put in place or what legislations can come in, it's probably a good time for organizations also to see how they can chip in and make the work environment better for these workers. Several of these relationships fall outside the traditional employer-employee construct. It's currently for the courts to decide and for claims to come on whether they are actually employees or not. But that does not mean they are without rights. I was wondering if you have any recommendations for platforms that house these gig workers and for beneficiaries of the gig economy in terms of things that they can do.
Many of the reputed platforms have already started offering some of the benefits like group term life insurance, personal accident cover. To add to that, why not some minimum amenities and facilities and basic minimum work environment. So self-regulation will help the industry.
So, Madhu, you and I think can agree that the gig economy is here to stay, it's here to grow, and is probably going to be one of the country's largest employment generator. Thank you so much, Madhu. It's been absolutely valuable to have you on board. It's always a joy to speak to you.
Thank you, Veena.